Hey there, moms. Have you ever had one of those homeschooling days where you think, I cannot do this anymore? Maybe I should just quit. If you're feeling discouraged, overwhelmed, or like you're failing as a homeschool mom, I want you to know that you're not alone. I homeschooled for 31 years, and I can tell you honestly, I had many days when I was discouraged and ready to quit. Over time, though, God showed me what to do in those moments, and I want to just share a quick reset for when discouragement hits. The first thing that you need to do is get your eyes back on the Lord. Most discouragement comes when we're focused on our circumstances, whether that's unfinished schoolwork, bad attitudes, sibling squabbles, or what we even think of as our own failures. And when that happens, we stop relying on God's strength and we start trying to do everything in our own, trying to fix those things. So we have to remember the importance of everything in our homeschooling resting on the foundation of our relationship with Jesus Christ. So that means spending time in His Word and prayer, making that a priority. And here's the thing, this is the truth. The busier that you are, the more you need God's wisdom, not less. We tend to often push that aside when we get busy and we neglect the most important thing. And then we end up discouraged as we try to handle it all without God's help and in our own strength. The second thing you need to do is remember why you're homeschooling. Go back to your why, way back when you started homeschool or decided to. What was your reason or what were your reasons? So often discouragement comes because we've lost sight of those goals. We forget what it's all about. And slowly academics just become more and more important. They creep up to the top and then everything else starts to feel heavy. Keep in mind that homeschooling isn't just about teaching subjects or academics. It's about discipling our children, pointing them to God, helping them to grow in godly character, and preparing them for the future God has for them. So true education trains the heart, not just the mind. And when you remember that, some of that pressure and discouragement will begin to lift. The third thing is to stop comparing yourself to everyone else in their homeschool. It's so easy to look at what your homeschool friends are doing or what they're doing in their homeschool, what their kids are like. Keep in mind, comparison will put you on a fast track to discouragement. God tells us that we're not wise when we compare ourselves to others. It's important to quit doing that. When you catch yourself comparing, just stop and go to God and say, God, what do you want for our family? What do you want for our homeschool? What do you want for our home? We all have different circumstances, and we need to have our homeschools run according to those circumstances and what God shows us is best for our family. And what's best for another family may not be best for yours. So make sure you're not comparing, but rather go to God and ask His wisdom. And then make sure you take time to find the real cause of your discouragement. Often it's disorganization, behavior issues, or feeling like a failure in some area. Simplify where you need to. If behavior is the issue, maybe it's time to take a break from the academics and focus for a while on character and start practicing the right behavior and the right character responses that you want to see in your children. Start focusing on that and then go back to the academics after you feel they're doing a little bit better in those areas. Slow down if you're fatigued. But most importantly, speak God's truth to yourself when those discouraging thoughts come. Don't allow those thoughts from the devil to stay there. Push them out and replace those with biblical truths. Find scriptures that will encourage you and claim those regularly. So moms, I want to encourage you not to stay discouraged. Don't let yourself stay there. Find the reason, make the changes that God shows you, and then encourage yourself in Him. God called you to this, and He'll give you what you need for today. So keep your eyes on Him. If this encouraged you, subscribe for more Christian homeschool encouragement and biblical parenting. You can also visit my blog, thecharactercorner.com, if you want more help to finish strong and keep going with encouragement.